For the question number 50, B is the right answer. Now I move to the question number 51. The balance of the debit side of the bank column in the cash book indicates what? The balance of the debit side of the bank column of the cash book indicates cash at bank. Question you read properly, that is debit side of which column? Bank column of the cash book indicates what? Cash at bank. C is the right answer. Question number 52. Bank column of the cash book will have, it can have debit balance or credit balance. If I got money, I will have debit balance. If I am overdrawing from the bank, then what I have? Then it is a loan taken from the bank, in which case it will show a credit balance. So for question number 52, C is the right answer. Question number 53, salaries due for the month will appear. Salaries due for the month means entry is what? Salaries accorded to outstanding salaries. Outstanding salaries will appear in the ledger and the balance sheet with the balance and all. Now let us look at here. On the receipt side of the cash book, no. On the payment side of the cash book, no. As a contra entry, no. Nowhere in the cash book is the right answer. Question number 54. The balance in the petty cash book is anywhere. If you have got the cash balance, whether it is in the main cash book or in the petty cash book, it is an asset, is a point. So the balance in the petty cash book is an asset. C is the right answer. Question number 55. The account holder who draws the check is called as a holder, drawer, drawee, payee. See, if I am writing the check, I am termed as, that is the terminology that I use is I am the drawer. The one who takes this check is called as a drawee. The one who holds the check is called as a holder of the check. So the account holder who draws the check is called as a drawer. The one who takes the check is called as a drawee. The one who makes the payment is called as a payee. So let us suppose I am drawing a check, then I am called as a drawer, and Karthik has taken this particular check. I wrote Karthik, pay to Karthik a sum of rupees 10,000 and I signed it. I become drawer, he becomes a drawee, and he endorsed the same to Monica. Monica becomes the has given the check to the Monica. Monica becomes the holder and the banker becomes the payee. So like that, a check can have 4 parties, but the person who writes the check is called as a drawer. So question number 55, B is the right answer. Question number 56, bank on whom the check is drawn is called as a drawee. Sorry, the banker will be called as a drawee. The person who takes is called as a payee. Then the person to whom the amount of the check is payable is called as a payee. That is Karthik will become, in the example which I gave, he becomes the payee. So I am the drawer, banker is the drawee, and he is the payee is the point. And the check which can be encashed by anyone who present it to the bank is called as a bearer. See, there are 2 types of checks. One is a bearer instrument and another is a what? The account payee, crossed instrument. So in case of the bearer instrument, the check will not get crossed. Any person who got that particular check can go to the bank and can encash it. Such a checks you call it as a bearer instruments. So question number 58, check which can be encashed by anyone who presented it to the bank is called as a bearer check. So if it is not if you want to see that it gets paid only through account, what you need to do to the check need to be crossed. So question number 58, B is the right answer. Question number 59, a check which is payable only to the payee named in the check or to any other person named by the payee is called as an order instrument. Is called as an order instrument. So C is the right answer. Question number 60, check which can be created only to the bank account of the payee. So that instrument you call it as a crossed instrument. Then question number 61, this is a crossed check of the following type. That is general crossing, account payee crossing, non-negotiable crossing and special crossing. So of course you need to have the complete question, but at this juncture I can only tell you that there are several types of crossings which we will be discussing in detail in future topics. So you try to understand the concepts called as a general crossing and special crossing, like that. So in case of a general crossing, you put two lines across that at the corner of that particular check, whereas a special crossing, two lines, and there you write account payee, thereby only to that particular person whose name is written on the check, only to his account the payment has to be made is a point. So here of course your handout do not have the pro forma of that particular check. Actually it should be there. There only two simple lines are written at the extreme left hand side of the check. Only two lines are there, then it is called as a general crossing. The balance at the bank 5,000. If you have got a balance of 5,000 rupees in the bank account shows which balance? Debit balance. Bank will have a debit. Question number 62, C is the right answer. Question number 63, paid check to B rupees 460 in full settlement of 500. So if you are making payment of 460 in full settlement of 500, what is the entry, friends? That is party account data to discount received to bank. So what is happening? Bank account will get created, discount received account also will get created. So entry wise, if you are clear, then it is easy to answer these type of questions. Once you received this particular discount, the entry is party account data to bank to discount. So bank account credit, discount account is a received discount. Question number 63, D is the right answer. Question number 64, cash sales of rupees 800. Once cash sales is made, what is the entry? Cash account data to sales account. So cash account will be debited. So the right answer for question number 64 is A is the right answer. Question number 65, cash deposited in the bank. Cash, once it get deposited into the bank account data to cash. So bank account will be debited and cash account will be credited. So cash deposited into the bank, what is the entry? Bank account data to cash. Bank account is to be debited and cash account is to be credited. Take what? Take B as the right answer, but your handout requires a small adjustment. Cash account will be created, bank account will be debited. Against the bank you write DR, debit. Once entry you are clear, identifying the answer is not a very big task. That is about question number 65. Question number 66, paid insurance by check. Once you make the payment of insurance, entry is insurance account data to bank. So bank account, what is happening to the bank account? It is getting credited is the point. So D is the right answer. Question number 67, drawn by a check rupees 450 for official use. If you are withdrawing the cash from the bank for official use, the entry is cash account data to bank account. Cash account will get debited, bank account will get credited. D is the right answer for question number 67. Cash will be debited, bank will be credited. Question number 68, interest received by check on a loan given rupees 215. So the entry is bank account data to interest. So bank account need to get debited. C is the right answer. Question number 69, transferred rupees 5,000 from his savings bank account to to out current bank account. What is it? From savings bank account you are transferring 5,000 from savings bank account to the current account. Then what you are going to do? You are going to debit your current account. See, transfer entries from one account to the another account. What is the entry? That is receiving account debtor to giving account. So your current account is to be debited is the point. So C is the right answer for question number 69. Question number 70. Bank charges are debited by the bank is bank charges. If you want to pass an entry for bank charges, the entry is bank charges accounted to bank. Bank charges is an expense, so debit the expense and credit the bank account. So bank account is to be credited. So D is the right answer. For each and everything of it, whenever I am giving you the entry, it is bounded duty of the student, whether I ask or say that you please immediately write the entry. See, sir, we know the entry. Yes, you know the entry, but practice makes man and woman perfect. So please get into the practice, and more particularly accounting is an art which comes only out of a practice. So not for my requirement, please, for your requirement you please write. So start getting into a habit. Whenever from the teacher's mouth an entry comes, please immediately write that particular entry from now onwards at least. So question number 70, bank account is to be credited. Then only you get interest. Otherwise, listening a lecture in the e-learning mode definitely is going to create some monotony. So unless you becomes more participative into the situation. So question number 70, D is the right answer. Question number 71, friends. Ram is our debtor for rupees 500, received a check of 480 from him in full settlement and deposited it into the bank on the same day. Its entry in the 3-column cash book will be, what is the entry, friends? Whenever you receive a check in full and final settlement, bank account debtor, discount account debtor to debtor. So bank account is to be debited, discount account is to be debited, and debtor account is to be credited. So on the debit side, in the bank column you are going to record 480, and 20 rupees you are going to record it in the discount column. So in the cash book it will be posted on the debit side of in the bank column as well as in the discount column. Question number 71. C is the right answer. All of you wrote the entry? Yes. Question number 72. Bank will enter the deposits and withdrawals of the customers in which passbook? See, banker will maintain our personal ledgers, and deposits will be credited and withdrawals will be debited, and that account of the customer with the banker, they will give it to the customer by recording the same through the passbook. Passbook is nothing but a Xerox copy of the account maintained by the banker of the customer is the point. So the bank will enter the deposits and the withdrawals in the passbook is the point. Of course, now if you go to the banks, few banks stopped this concept of the passbook. They are directly giving an account copy of us, account statement they are giving. Of course, few more banks are still continuing with the concept of the passbook. 72, C is the right answer. 73, Anand received a check of rupees 1000 from Babu and deposited it to his current account in the bank. For this, Anand will debit his bank account. Whenever we receive a check, then the entry is bank account debtor to party account, in this case Babu's account. So in this case Anand will debit his bank account. A is the right answer. Entry is what? Bank account debtor to Babu's account. So bank account will get a debited. 73, A is the right answer. 74. Suresh received a check of rupees 6,000 from Naresh and endorses it to the Ramesh in payment of a loan. Ramesh deposits his check in bank. The check was dishonored and returned after a week. Which account Ramesh will credit? First feel the transaction. एक आदमी है, उसका नाम क्या है? सुरेश. सुरेश received a check of rupees 6,000 from Naresh. सुरेश को चेक कहां से मिले? नरेश से मिले. छोड़ दो. बाद में सुरेश क्या करे? He endorsed it to the Ramesh in payment of the loan. Then Mr. Naresh, as and when he received a check, he would have written the entry, what, bank account debtor to Suresh account. Bank account debtor to loan given to Suresh. Then this Ramesh deposit this check into the bank and it got dishonored. तब क्या होता? Again Mr. Ramesh will credit the bank account and debit the Suresh loan account or Suresh account. So what Ramesh will write as and when the check gets dishonored, entry you please write Suresh account debtor to bank. Suresh account debtor to bank. As and when he received the check, entry is bank account debtor to Suresh. Once it gets dishonored, Suresh account debtor to bank. So which account will Ramesh? The bank check was dishonored and returned after a week. Which account will Ramesh credit? The entry part of it is what? The entry part of it is again Suresh is to be debited and bank account is to be created. If the question requires which account is to be debited, then Suresh account is a correct answer. But since the question requires which account Ramesh will credit, bank account is the one which Ramesh will credit. So the right answer is C is the right answer. C is the right answer because on dishonor of the check, Ramesh will record the transaction as Suresh account debtor to bank account. Question number 74, C is the right answer. Question number 75. Mohan has got a current account and a fixed deposit account in the State Bank. He sold goods worth of 3,850 to Vivek by cash and deposited the sale proceeds into the bank on the same day. Its entry will be made to the debit of, see, once sale of goods happens, the proceeds are getting deposited into the bank account debtor to cash is the point. So bank account will get debited and his current account will get debited, friends, and it is not the fixed deposit account or the cash account or Vivek's account. Which account will be debited? Current bank account, that is bank account will be debited, cash account will be credited is the point. If he receives the cash from the Vivek, then such cash got deposited into the bank, entry is bank account debtor to cash. So which account will be debited? Bank account will be debited. For question number 75, B is the right answer. Question number 76, cash book may be of dash types. Already we studied there are 4 types of cash books. So D is the right answer. That is D. In what way we are saying is the right answer? Because how many types of cash books? Single column, double column, triple column and petty cash book. But if you see number of cash books, types wise, main cash book and the petty cash book, if the question requires types, then the right answer is 2 is the right answer. That is B is the right answer, main cash book and the petty cash book. There are 2 types of the cash book. Number of cash books are, the main cash book can be in the 3 different formats. One is single column, double column, triple column. So the right answer here is B is the right answer. Question number 77, cash transactions are directly recorded in the cash book and on the basis of such a record, ledger accounts are prepared. Is it a true statement or a false statement or a partly true statement or none? Point here is, first, cash transactions are directly recorded in the cash book. On the basis of such a record, the other accounts will be recorded in the ledger. Ledger gets prepared. Yes, it's a true statement. cash account dated to Ramesh, you will open in the ledger Ramesh account and there you make the posting is the point. So for question number 77, A, true is the right answer. Question number 78, cash book itself serves as a cash account and the bank account and the balances are entered in the trial balance directly. Yes, cash book acts both as a subsidiary book and a ledger, and both cash and bank balances are derived from the cash book and will be directly entered in the trial balance is a true statement. So for question number 78, A is the right answer. Question number 79, payment column of the cash book is always bigger than the receipt column. That is, in the cash book, payment column is always more than the debit column. Receipt column is not always true. With respect to the cash account, always debit receipt side is more than the payment side. Whereas with the bank, there could be debits more than the credits or credits more than the debits. So it is not correct on our part to say that payment column of the cash book is always bigger than the receipt column. Always, once they use, you be double careful. There is no question of what always the payment column being more than the receipt column. So the statement is a false statement. Question number 80, contra entries cannot be easily cross-checked in the triple column cash book. No, they can be easily cross-checked. So it's a false statement. Against the contra entry, you are going to record it as a C, and very well you can easily cross-check by going to the triple column cash book. How many C's are coming on the debit side? Those many C's should come on the credit side. So what is the difficulty in making the cross-check? So the statement is a false statement. Question number 81, chances of error are reduced in the triple column cash book. Chances of errors are reduced, yes, eliminated if they use, then we will say it is a false statement. To the extent possible, it can be very well be reduced because two accounts are being recorded through one cash book in the triple column cash book. So chances of an error to a greater extent gets reduced because for contra entries of cash deposit into the bank and money withdrawn from the bank can be very well be cross-checked. So once cross-checking is possible, the chances of error can be well be reduced is a point. So the statement is a true statement. 82, in triple column cash book, cash in hand and bank balances can be obtained very easily. Yes, that is the whole lot of purpose of preparing the cash book. Why you are segregating all cash transactions and bank transactions and preparing the cash book, so that at any point of time you can find out what is the cash or the bank balance. So that made us to say that it is a true statement. 82, A is the right answer. 83, in case of maintaining more than one bank account, separate column can be added for each bank account. Yes, let us suppose a person, a particular entity has got 4 bank accounts, then the cash book will have 4 bank account columns. So it is a true statement only. Apart from the cash, how many bank accounts are there? Those many bank columns will be there. So it's a true statement only. 84, bank column of the cash book may be a debit or a credit balance. Yes, if you have got the money, it will show a debit balance. If you have taken a loan, it will show a credit balance. So it's a true statement only. Question number 84, A is the right answer. Question number 85, under impressed system. What is impressed system? At the end of the period, the petty cashier will be again reimbursed with what expenses he has met. So under impressed system, a definite sum of money to the petty cashier in the beginning of the period and to reimburse them the payments made during the year. Yes, that statement is a true statement with respect to the impressed system. And then friends, question number 86. Impressed system is very useful, especially if the analytical petty cash book is to be maintained. Yes, impressed system is a useful system of maintenance of the petty cash book, more particularly when you are doing it in an analytical petty cash book. True statement. 87. Debit cards and credit card are the same thing. No. Debit cards and credit cards are not the same thing. Once you have got the money and in the savings bank account, for you to do the what you call e-transactions, you can very well have the debit cards. Once you want to take a loan and you want to have some negotiability, then you will have a credit card. Of course, to the present generation, I need not explain too much about what is a debit card and what is a credit card, and even a small kid is now provided with what? Debit cards and credit cards by the parents. So definitely you know what is a debit card and credit card. If your father has got money in a bank and a savings bank account, then they will issue a debit card which you are carrying to make the shopping once you know the PIN number. And credit card is your father don't have the money, he is giving you a credit card for you to enjoy, but at the same time your enjoyment is giving him a loan liability is a point. So where is the question of debit card and credit card being one and the same is not the point. Maybe if I don't explain this to you, you may feel that both are cards only. So anyhow swiping only we are doing. So both cards are one and the same. Maybe the feeling that you may have, but friends, please do remember debit card and credit card are not one and the same. Once you got the money in your savings bank account, then you get a debit card, and once bank you want to take a loan and spend even when you don't have the money, then the concept of credit card comes into play. So debit cards and credit cards are not one and the same. To say that they are of the same thing, it is a false statement. For question number 87, Z is the right answer. Question number 88, bank charges annual subscription fees from the credit card holder. Yes, once I got the credit card, that is, one beautiful voice said, sir, we are giving to the chartered accountants the credit cards. Are you interested? Yes, I am interested, but subjected to the point that there should not be any burden. That sweet voice, what it said, no specific charges, sir, for giving you the credit card. But at the end of the year, I got this particular statement where it is stated that annual subscription fees. Then I am asking the bankers, just like that you gave, I have not used for 1 year also. Any one transaction is also not there. Even one transaction is not there also, sir. You have to pay this annual subscription fees. Like that will be the credit card concepts. So bank charges annual subscription fees from the credit card holder. The statement, is it a true statement? Yes, it's a true statement. Whether you use it or don't use it, annual subscription fees you have to pay it is a point, and bank will charge annual subscription fee from the credit card holders is a true statement. 88, A is the right answer. 89, no entry need to be passed when the check which is deposited in the bank is dishonored. No, once the check which got deposited into the bank got dishonored, you require to pass an entry. So on that pretext, this is a false statement. So 89, C is the right answer. 90, interest created by the bank will be entered on the debit side of the cash book in the cash column. Yes, here interest created by the bank, once banker credits the interest, it is an income for us. Once it is an income, what is the entry? In our cash book we will write, we will increase our bank account. So entry is bank account data to interest. So interest credited by the bank will be entered on the debit side of the cash book in the cash column is a false statement. In the bank column, to record it is a true statement. So since it is stated that it will be recorded in the cash column, this statement is becoming a false statement. Entry is bank account data to interest. In the bank column only the debit has to come. In the cash column, he said, so it is a wrong statement. Entry is bank account data to interest. So what the interest that is credited by the banker, what we will treated it as a income, and we will write the entry bank account data to interest in our books. So it's a false statement. Question number 91. Check received but not deposited is entered on the debit side of the cash book in the cash column. Yes. Once I receive the check and it is not yet deposited, it is to be treated as a cash, and the entry is cash account data to party account. So it will be recorded in the cash column. So on that pretext, it is a true statement. Question number 91, A is the right answer. Question number 92, cash withdrawn from the bank for office use will be entered in the cash column on the credit side. First, what is the entry cash withdrawn means? Cash account data to bank. So cash account data to bank means it will be recorded where? In the cash column on the debit side is a point. So whereas the statement says that it will be recorded in the cash column on the credit side, so on that pretext it is a wrong statement or the false statement. C is the right answer. Question number 93. A contra entry need not be posted to the ledger. Yes, contra entry will not be posted to the ledger because both cash and bank account are there in the cash book itself. So the question of posting it into the ledger does not arise. Question number 95. Bank column of the cash book shows only a debit balance, whereas discount column of the cash book may have either debit balance or the credit balance. Friends, please remember, in the cash book what discount columns you have. Already we have studied a number of times that the question of balancing with the discount columns does not arise. So to say that your discount column of the cash book may have either debit balance or credit balance is not a true statement, because balancing as such you don't do for the discount columns. So the question of either debit balance or credit balance, such question does not arise. So 95's answer is C, false. Then you have 96th question. Enter the following transactions in the cash book with cash and bank and discount columns. December 2006, cash in hand will be 16,000, opened a bank account with 7,000, cash purchases 600, received a check of rupees 400 from Manoj and gave him a discount of rupees 25, cash sales of rupees 1200, received a check of rupees 100 from Rajesh for interest, salary paid to office manager by check 450, withdrew from bank for personal use 300, purchased a bicycle for office use 300, paid office rent of rupees 80, sold goods to Amit for cash 900, purchased government bonds 700, paid travelling allowance to the office manager 150, received commission rupees 175, gave a check to Amit Printers for advertisement 50, the check received from Manoj 4th December was dishonored, cash in excess of 2000 was paid into the bank account. These are the transactions to be recorded, and that is the information. On the basis of the above information, question number 96 says what? Cash deposited in the bank is how much? And question number 97 is on the basis of the above data, cash in hand is how much? And question number 98, on the basis of the above data, cash at the bank is how much? So friends, what need to happen is open the cash book and record all these transactions, then only you will be able to answer this. So write it, open the cash book, triple column cash book. Quickly you should pick up your books, because your e-learning student is already ready with his book and calculator. The live student who is listening today the class in a environment where there are several clouds and weather is very cold, but still you should be fast because the e-learning student is listening when there is a hot weather in the month of the May. Please do it fast. Open. Triple column cash book is required or double column cash book is required? You have any discount here in the information which I studied? In the information which I studied, there is no discount. So only with the two columns you have, one for cash and another is for the bank. Open it. Already ready with the cash book? Right. To balance. To balance. In the cash 16,000, to balance in the cash column 16,000. Open a bank account with rupees 7,000. Entry क्या है? Bank account dated to cash. So contra entry. To cash in the bank column 7,000. By bank in the cash column 7,000. Then cash purchases 600. What is the entry? Purchases account debtor to cash. Write by purchases in the cash column 600. In the cash column 600 on the credit side. Received a check of rupees 400 from Manoj and gave him a discount of rupees 25. तो एक discount column भी लिख लो because I thought a discount is not there. So have a discount column also. Entry is what? Bank account debtor, discount account debtor to Manoj. Bank account debtor, discount account debtor to Manoj, write as to Manoj, and in the discount column you write 25, in the bank column you write 400. Cash sales 1200, entry is cash account debtor to sales, so debit side of the cash book to sales. In the cash column 1200. Received a check of rupees 100 from Rajesh for interest. You received the check from Rajesh towards interest. Entry is bank account debtor to interest. Bank account debtor to interest. Rajesh will not come into play. Bank account debtor to interest. कितना 100 rupees. In which column? Bank column. Then salary paid to the office manager by check 450. Once salary is paid, entry is salary account debtor to bank. So on the credit side of the cash book you write by salaries. By salary. In which column? Bank column पे लिखना 450. Then withdrew from bank for personal use 300. Entry is what? Drawings account debtor to bank. So posting how it is? By drawings. In which column? Bank column 300. Purchased a bicycle for office use. Entry is what? Bicycle account debtor to bank. Of course, friends, when they don't give, whether it is a cash transaction or a what you call the bank transaction, take it as a what? Cash transaction. So purchased a bicycle for office use. Nothing is specified whether payment is made by the cash or check. So the solution is being done with a presumption and assumption that it is done by cash only. Then if you do like that, solution will be 1. if you say that it is the payment is made through check, then what you do is you record it in the bank. Generally fixed assets and investments will be done only, fixed assets purchase and investments will be done by issuing the check. If that logic goes, then you have to record it in where? You have to record it in the bank column. So like that. So 300, shall we put it in the cash column or the bank column? Put it in the bank column. Put it in the bank column. Entry is bicycle account data to bank 300. Paid office rent 80. Let us make all the payments unless and otherwise they say it is a cash payment as a bank payment. Then in which case rent account data to bank, in the bank column only you write 80 rupees. If it's a cash transaction, they need to necessarily mention it as a cash. Sold goods to Amrit for cash 900. Entry is cash account data to sales. In the cash account you write to sales. To sales. Amrit will not come into play. Once it is a cash and sales, only cash account and sales account will get involved. So cash account data to sales 900. So in which column you have to record? In the cash column you have to record. And then friends, purchased government bonds 700. Government bonds account data to bank account. So buy government bonds. Buy government bonds. In which column you are going to record it? In which column? You need to record it in the bank column on the credit side. Buy government bonds 700. Paid traveling allowance to the office manager. Entry is traveling allowance account data to bank. So buy traveling allowance in the bank column 150. Received commission of rupees 175. So entry is bank account data to commission. Bank account data to commission. Commission received is an income, friends. Commission paid is a expense. Commission account, that is bank account data to commission. So on the debit side of the what? Cash book, in the bank column you write to commission 175. Gave a check to Amrit printers for advertisement rupees 50. So entry is advertisement account data to bank. So you should write buy advertisement. In which column you are going to record it, friends? In the bank column you are going to record it on the credit side. Then friends, the check received from Manoj 4th December was dishonored. So once check gets dishonored, you need to write what entry? Manoj account, party account data to bank account, party account data to bank account. So on that pretext, there you have given the discount also to him. First fill the entry. Entry is what? Manoj account is to be debited and bank account is to be credited. Discount account is also to be credited. So entry is Manoj account data 425, to bank 400, to discount how much? 25. But the discount will not be recorded in the credit side. That's what in earlier discussion also, once a check received gets dishonored and earlier you accounted for the discount allowed. Discount allowed, once you want to reverse it, you don't record the same in the discount column on the credit side. Directly from the journal proper where you are recording this transaction, the amount will go to the discount allowed account in the ledger itself. So please don't record this particular discount which you are crediting onto the credit side of the cash book only you make the posting in what way? By Manoj, in the bank column you write on the credit side 400. Then friends, cash in excess of 2000 was paid into the bank. Of course, what is the excess? That only when you total the what? That is cash column, debits minus credits, what is the balance that you are going to get? That difference you have to deposit into the bank, and you have to arrive at what is the cash balance, and you have to arrive at what is the bank balance. Since calculator is not there with me, I am not going to give you the what should be the correct answers. I am only going to read out. Let us not waste the time in balancing the accounts in the classroom. You just try at your house, but once you are through with postings and journal entries and postings, then doing this problem is not a very big task, because already we did a few problems earlier also on this. So here the answers which are given is on the basis of the above data, cash deposited in the bank will be 7,445. That means once you make the totaling of the debits and reduce from the debits the credits, there should be a total balance of 9,445. So in excess of 2000 you have to deposit the amount into the bank, means 7,445. There could be a chance that this answer may not match in a situation where some of the payments for which they have not specified whether it's a cash payment or the bank payment, I made you to do the problem by treating it as a bank payment. So there could be a chance, but you just check it what it is. The right answer here given is B is the right answer, 7,445. On the basis of the above data, cash in hand will be cash in excess of this. Don't require any calculation, because the problem itself gives the answer for this. Because what is stated in the problem, cash in excess of 2000 you deposit into the bank. Cash in excess of 2000 once you deposit in the bank, what will be the cash balance? 2000 only. So the right answer is 2000A. 98, on the basis of the above data, cash at the bank is 13,745 should come, but you please cross check it. Then question number 99, from the following information prepare a cash book of A which serves as only book of original entry and find the balance as on 31st December 2006. Of course friends, you have got a number of transactions here, and only thing I can make you to do is what? I can make you to do is like giving you fastly the entries, so that ultimately balance you have to do it, but don't write it, just listen it. Started business with cash. What should be the entry friends? Cash account dated to capital account. Then sold goods for cash. What should be the entry friends? Cash account dated to sales. Sold goods to be on credits. Sold goods to be on credit, the entry is B's account dated to sales account. It will not find the place in the cash book. Bought goods from C on credit, entry is purchase account dated to C. It will also not find place in the cash book. Paid rent by check, entry is rent account dated to bank account. It will come onto the credit side of the bank column of the cash book. Paid C in cash, entry is C's account dated to cash onto the credit side of the cash book. Sold goods for cash, cash account dated to sales onto the debit side of the cash book. Goods returned by the P, this is a sales returns, entry is a sales return account dated to P. These are the goods returned by the P, means it is a sales return. Whose books you are with? You are preparing the books of A, and P has returned the goods, so that means it is a sales returns. So that means the entry is that is sales return account dated to P. Bought goods from Q on credit, so purchases account dated to Q, it will not come in the cash book. Issued bills payable to A, that is A's account dated to bills payable, it will also not come into the cash book. goods returned to Q, it is a purchase returns. So Q's account dated to purchase returns, it will also not come into the cash book. Paid to Q by check 1200, entry is Q's account dated to bank. In the bank column on the credit side of the cash book, you are going to record it. With all these transactions, you have few more transactions. Received discount 200, entry is what? That is discount received is a income, so credit the discount received and debit the party's account. It will not find the place in the cash book. Sold goods to P on credit, P's account dated to sales, it will also not find the place in the cash book. Received a bills receivable from P, bills receivable account dated to P's account, so it will also not come into the cash book. Received a discount, entry is party's account dated to discount, it will also not come in the cash book. And bought goods for cash, purchase account dated to cash, so buy purchases in the cash book. With all this explanation, once you prepare the cash book, the cash balance should be a debit balance of rupees 4000. B is the right answer, but you need to cross check it by preparing the cash book. Thank you.